Hello, everybody. This is Frankie Dave for Frankie Dave Models. Okay, for this beautiful Monday, I have video number 2 for my card model of the Fairey Swordfish torpedo bomber. Okay, guys, I've been kind of taking a short sabbatical from my shipbuilding and going on card models now. I should have this thing done probably by the night, and I got the pretty much together. I got to fold the wing together and add struts and stuff, torpedoes and everything else, details. So I should have the thing finished by this evening. Tomorrow I'll be final reveal, and I'll be working on that little Fury over there I got going on. Okay, this is the Model Nick 133 scale, very early printing of that version of the Fairey Swordfish torpedo bomber. I got the center wings on. I got the wings on there. I got the undercarriage on. Oh, there's cardboard discs. You cut them out and you turn them on a drill or a small lathe, and you get beautiful looking wheels. Very strong. A lot of your struts are reinforced with 4 wire. And I got the other wing, which fits about here. About like that. Yeah, perfect. That's inside the inner wing right there. You guys put your spars in there, make sure these wings are pre-folded first, because when you fold them over, the spars will keep them nice and uniform and strong, like right here is. Very strong. The Fairey Swordfish torpedo bomber. And I got this little Fury over here, the Hawker Fury. The Spanish markings during the Spanish-French War, I guess they had where it was back then. These little devils are pretty potent little machines. These little Hawker Furies were. Okay, a Fairey Swordfish torpedo bomber was one hell of an airplane. No string bag. And they're probably one of the. Here's an airplane that started in the beginning of the war, that ended at the end of the war. That shows you it was a very good design, and it proved itself because that's all they had at the time during the sinking of the Bismarck. The English were pretty much like what we had. Uh, what we had was pretty obsolete by the beginning of the war, but it was doable. But we could use it because it's all we had, and it's all what they had too. I mean, the Yanks, us, will go up to English and kind of chummingly kidding with them, says, "Jesus Christ, you don't go to war this thing? That's all we got, mate. We know that. That's all we got." And these things were very effective. You know, they're very slow. They go about 99, 100 miles an hour or so. And they're the only defense that these things have is that they're very slow with fast maneuverability. They actually so slow they can fly their way out of trouble more than shoot their way out of trouble. You got a pursuit ship going wham this way, you just turn around, he's gone. But then that plane comes back the other way, where did he go? Go this way. I mean, low to the water. I mean, these things are dodging bullets and everything because the army were not trained to go high altitudes. These things did the job. They sunk the Bismarck, and they started out the first during the Battle of Toronto. The English Pearl Harbor. We went in there, we got the Italian battleships in there. We went in there and the English went in there and just murdered them with Fairey Swordfish torpedo bombers. So like that of the B-25, that got them in the front door. Now, they had no idea at the time that the Bismarck was being constructed and even being launched, or probably being underway at the time. All these events came all at once because all these other nations were preparing for war. We weren't. While we were having a hog roast out in the backyard out there, having beer and playing cornhole or playing something out there, they're preventing war and going to war. Been there, done that. But that's another story of history. But these things, the old Fairey Swordfishes were a hell of an airplane. Now, to me, it makes a nice 1/48 scale of one of these because I got a Tamiya kit in my storage closet. And I got an Airfix kit too. Matter of fact, I think I did an Airfix one. A new tooling Airfix one. But I'll tell you one thing, I sure like the old Airfix kit better. There's something about it. Because it's Airfix, I guess. I don't know. But this here is 1/33 scale out of paper. Paper and metal. And I got the center wing on here. It's all ready to go. And like I say, attach the wings on. I got the wing struts I got to cut out and form and cut, install. And drill holes there where the struts go into the wings and everything. Then I got the kipper I got to put on the bottom of it. I got the searchlights, the landing lights I got to put on here. The tail hook, the tail wheel assembly's got to be put on it. The exhaust got to be put on that Pegasus engine. 700 horsepower. Man, that's a lot of horsepower for a plane that size, but it did the job. This is a wonderful airplane. And as I finish that up, I'll be on a Hawkeye Fury. And I'm thinking about working on another car kit too. Either the Focke-Wulf Condor, the Scourge Atlantic, or a C-47 Skytrain. What I'll do is after I make a final reveal of this, I'll go ahead and see if I can get a vote out there if they want me to work on the 148, on the 133 scale Skytrain, C-47, or the Scourge Atlantic, the Focke-Wulf Condor, because I got both kits right here in debate which I should start. And oh yeah, I got this over here. I got to finish up on. I'm gonna be working on this too. This is the Curtis SC1 with a Seahawk. Well, I started this a long time ago. This kit needs to be finished up on. This is another old publication by Modelcraft. So I'm going to finish this up too. I'll be working on that. I've got another laying around needs to be done. Oh, that's something else I want to show you. I went to the bank and I put some money in there. And I went to the commissary to get some groceries. Right at Air Force Base, that's where I go. And I went down there to a hobby shop. It's called the Red Baron Hobby Shop. I didn't know they had a hobby shop out there. It's a Fairborn. It's only about 14 miles. Oh, it's further than that. My house is 30. It's actually no. It's about 14 miles down my road here. Yeah, 14 miles. I went there and I bought this. This is the old Winnie Mae by O'Reilly Post. And this is where Roy Rogers got killed in one of these. It was actually it was a Vega Cyrus he was in. This right here is the Vega, Lucky Vega 5C. This actually was doing O'Reilly Post was actually a very, how would you put that? A space aeronautic medicine of high altitude training like that. He wore like a big old high pressure suit, would look like an ungodly looking huge spacer deep sea helmet that he wore. Well, this thing went 40,000 feet, but more than that's limited for. He experimented with this with the Lockheed Vega, the old Winnie Mae. Now, the real Winnie Mae still resides in the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. It's still there. When I first got this, I thought this, oh, here's the old Lindbergh kit. I said, no, no, not so. This is a whole different company. This is by Dora Wings. I never heard of this company. They got these new companies coming in. I just can't keep track with them. And this 148 scale. That's one hell of a goddamn kit, too. It's a dandy of a kit. Inside one big old huge bag, you got probably about one, two, three. You got about 5, 6 screws in there, and you got you probably a reference material of the Winnie Mae itself, and also the decals on here. We'll make it $1 to view this later, but for $50, I said, what the hell, you know? I said, I never bought one before. I like the Winnie Mae. I don't think I'll buy this, and I'll build it. What else I got shaking? Oh, yeah. I got this out of storage, too. I started on the hull. Where the hell is it? This is the Hikuma. Oh, I must have stanched this up. Okay. This is the Hikamaru by Hasegawa, 1/350 scale. It still resides in Tokyo, Japan today, or Yokosuka somewhere. Here it is right there. They make 2 kits in 1/350, so it's very pricey. A very pricey model indeed. This can either be the hospital ship version or the passenger version. They make 2 kits. I just learned that watching on YouTube. I bought this thing here probably about 15 years ago. And the box, the kit parts, that's a huge box for a small model. I don't see that. Anyway, I got my name there when I started and everything. This is a nice model. It truly is. It's very expensive and it's one of a kind of its own. It's only one of its kind that's out there. They also make a 1/700 scale one too. Now, inside this tube right here, actually it's rolled into a tube. They give you the full weight out of the ship itself. Very nice too. So now, this is it in the hospital version. That's what it's going to be like. I said, man, I never built one of these before. Now, I remember building the Hikamaru in 1/700 scale by Hasegawa. It came out real nice. I like that. And so they give you these views of the ship in white here. And also on the placement poster, they give you the on the bulkheads and everything. A real nice model indeed it is. So that's kind of like a little incentive to give you for the kit. Photo etch. You gotta get your own photo etch railings for it. They give you enough photo etch in there. Just I think it's embroidering, molding or something like that. That's what they give you. So it's a nice kit. I may be 22 on that too. Okay, right now I'm kind of getting these card models going on here, so I'll keep my mojo up on all of them. Because I don't like only building one thing out of one material. I like to go onward. remember my father telling me that one time. He said, Frank, I want to tell you something. You keep building this all the time. That's all you know how to build. And there's a lot of stuff out there that you like to build, and you got to get skills for that too as well. So it's good to be versatile, which it is. I think first things I ever built was card models like these. That's all they had back in the day. So until early 1950s came in, and they started making plastic models out there. That was really cool. I thought it was. But most of them were old Cleveland kits, Comet, Sterling. Well, these card models are probably they're free too. You can get them anywhere on the internet, anything. Downloads, everything. And it requires a different kind of skill to make them right. And the one thing about paper is not forgiving like wood is plastic. If you take a chunk out of the plastic, we all do, put filler. We fill it in, sand it, paint it out. Never happened. Done. Wood, same thing. Whoop, you slip, take a chunk of wood out. Damn it. Fill it in. Sand, brine, paint. Never happened. Done. These, slip. Oh, shit. Then what are you going to do now? It's ruined. So you get to be very, very careful. Unless you got a CD, you can print out another part. That's the only way out you can. But these things here come out of publications, come out of these magazines, like I showed you right there. There's no other spare parts in there, so you get to be very careful with your skills and keep your hands clean too. Okay, that's what's all shaking on the swordfish. I might have a live action on that side. I was supposed to have a live action on something, but I got detained. I had to go to work and everything, and my brother he got another car, and that's probably the reason why I've been gone for a couple of days. Testing out his new car he's got. He's got a nice look. He's got a Jeep this time. I'm glad they caught the scumbag. They got his license. My brother had a dash cam, I guess, on his car, and it wasn't that they ever caught this guy. They got him, I guess, about 4 days later after the accident because they went to. I guess they visited him in the VA hospital. They transferred from Miami Valley Hospital to the VA. My brother says he talked to a couple of detectives and this and that, and they recovered the dash cam out of it because it was towed off. And they got the guy's license plate. They showed him veering off. They got the license plate number, and I guess the next day later, put your hands behind your back. You're going to the Fuji. The thing that gets me is it's not the guy. It's not the idea the guy don't have a license or no insurance or like that. It's just no compassion for fellow human beings. It's getting more and more so in this country, everywhere. People don't have no compassion against human beings. I mean, it's like if you're a bug, step on it. It's just a bug, but God didn't make us that way. I think right now, spiritually, inspirationally speaking, is that all nations of the world are missing the most key feature. It's called God. When you get no God, no country, you got nothing. You got a stirred up beehive, got a bunch of bees going bzzz all over the place, and you're in trouble. Well, enough of that junk. Anyway, make a long story short, that's my short little thing there. Uh, I should have the final reveal for this probably by tomorrow. I have done nice. After this thing's uploading, I'll be going ahead and I'm going to start making my wing struts. Get the wings popped on there. Get this thing all folded and tweeted out real well. I got to cut out all these wing struts right here. I have them reinforced with 4 wire by Devil Pie. Hop on that Seahawk. Hop on that Fury. Get that shaking. And by tomorrow, probably in the final reveal, we'll find out if I want to do that 148 scale I mean, at 133 scale C-47 Skytrain, or do that 133 scale FW 290 Scourge Atlantic, the Focal Condor. And I got a lot of stuff there. Okay, that's about it for the swordfish. It for me. Make mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Spend wisely. And be aware of your surroundings. And get crazy. And it's getting warm outside and everything. We've got a little cold front coming in here out here. But there's other climates in the region that are sunny and you have a nice barbecue outside. And so the other day I had a barbecue. It was wonderful. Man, it was beautiful. Man, it tastes good to have a good barbecue. Man, it was great. Hit the jolly spot. Okay, I'm out of here. This is Frankie Dave from Frankie Dave Model signing off. Stay posted on the bill for the Fairey Swordfish by Model Lake Scale 133 paper model, and we'll see you guys then. And I might throw in a live action night maybe. We'll see what's shaking, boys. You guys take care and hang loose and stay posted. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, boys. Take care of yourself, and God love you all.